Welcome to another InWheelTime podcast.
It's the InWheelTime Car Talk Show. Coming up, Gulf Coast Auto Shield's John Gray. Jeff has a feature on the little-known facts about luxury car brands. Did I say it right?
Pretty close. Yeah, right. We're good.
And Marrs reviews the new Infiniti QX80. Just ahead on this segment of the InWheelTime Car Talk Show. Howdy. Along with Mike Out of This World Marrs, we always need more Jeff Dziekan. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us on this Saturday for our live show. Always every Saturday, 10 to noon. Our new hours, and we hope that you appreciate that. Apparently, it seems to resonate with a lot of people because our ratings are up.
Good. Isn't
that right, Marrs?
Thank you.
Whether
we
it is or not,
Thank you.
Whether it is or not, just say yes. Yeah. Nod your head. Yeah, that's it.
It is, and we appreciate it.
Okay, yeah, it is. All right. Well, thank you, and thank you all. Real, no teasing aside. All right. Now we go down to the West Sam Houston Tollway, and just south of the Southwest Freeway, to the world headquarters of Gulf Coast Auto Shield and the proprietor. The man about town. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Mr. John Gray.
Good morning, boys.
Good morning. How are you?
Hope all is, it's been a little bit crazy here for the last few
months. I like
months,
the way you're looking down at us. I mean, does that mean something? Is there some hidden meaning about that?
There's no hidden meaning. There's nothing other than apology for I've been a bit aloof.
Yes, we've noticed.
Things are there's a lot of things going on and a lot of moving parts right now. So, but that's all. It's all good stuff. None of it's negative. So
I'm waiting for you to say, yeah. Well, we're working on a new location that's going to triple our square footage here at Gulf Coast Auto Shield.
Well, it's actually you must have heard that rumor.
I heard there's part of the Astrodome is still open.
Yeah. I got an article that they were repurposing that. Yeah.
So we've got a place down in Sugar Land that we've been trying to get built out, and between the inefficiency of the contractor and other things that happen when you're trying to get a new space built in Sugar Land. Yeah, this has taken forever. And we're expanding. Not only we're going to use that mostly for some of our car dealership stuff that we get from the Audi and Porsche store down in Sugar Land, plus another store that's going to come online. But also we've really gotten and are going hard after the marine segment. XPEL has chosen us to be one of the first 12 shops in the country that are going to be doing XPEL marine paint protection films and marine ceramic coating.
That is cool.
Yeah, it is cool. And you take a boat and put this film on it, and it can really kind of be dulled out, whatnot, and it just completely changes the look back to the original color. Just because this film will hide so many imperfections on it. Any kind of dock rash. And we're learning a lot as we go. But I've never been out far enough to know what bill rash is. But these big like 60, 70 foot Viking boats go out. They catch, marlin and whatnot, and those big sharp bills will scratch down the side of the boat. These guys are having these boats painted every year.
Yikes!
Pull them out of the water, paint them. It's thousands and thousands of dollars, and so it's a market that really hasn't been penetrated very much because there hadn't been any film available to do it that could stand up to salt.
I was going to say, because I can't imagine anything more destructive than wave crashes after crashes on the thing all the time.
Salt water.
Yeah. Salt water. Well, the docks can definitely do some damage, and so that's kind of the point. It's a sacrificial layer. You could damage it, but at least you're not damaging the paint or the gel coat on the boat. So I fired a guy that's every day he's down there. We'll be at the boat show coming up, or the automotive show. Is that what it is?
Yeah, automotive.
We'll be there, and a couple of the dealers.
I think we will be too, won't we?
Yep.
Yeah.
Planning on it.
We'll be there Saturday.
Yeah.
A couple of boat dealers have asked us to be in their booth and do live demonstrations, and so
that'd be cool.
Yeah, it's interesting, man. It's interesting. I put a lot of a lot on Amelia here lately to kind of run the front office of the shop, but
we know
we'll see how it goes.
So you're saying
how it goes.
You're saying that next year we could possibly be remote from your yacht?
I don't have a yacht. Man, I'm selling my boat. I've decided. Didn't get a chance to use it this year very much, and man, it's a lot of money just sitting there.
Oh my God! Don't even go there with me. Been there, done that, and the thing that they always say, it's a hole in the water that you just pour money into, and it doesn't make any difference whether you drive it every weekend or not.
Well, it's an acronym. The word boat is an acronym.
I know.
Bust out another thousand.
Yeah. But what is it?
Bust out another thousand.
Bust out another 1,000.
Yeah.
But that really hadn't been the case with this boat. Yeah, I mean, boats are not cheap.
Where is it? Where is the boat?
Right now, it's sitting in my new shop.
In the new shop?
In Sugarland, yeah. Just because we did some training with it. But we have a storage place out in past Rosenberg on the way down to Matagorda, so that's where we keep it. Yeah, you got to store it. You got to have insurance isn't very cheap on it, or isn't very expensive on it. But I'm going to tell you this. Outside of regular maintenance and buying cool stuff for the boat, there hadn't been a breakdown since I had my first boat in 2017.
That was never the issue with me. It was that, well, you got to buy this. Now you need this. Oh, wait a minute. There was a new life jacket that's really cool. I got to have one of those. I know how this goes. How about the anchor? Oh, you've got one of those with the fork thing anchors? Oh, that's no good. You got to buy this new kind of anchor that you can unanchor it at will. Yeah, I know how that goes, buddy.
Yeah.
The interesting thing is when we go to some of these places and talk about these marine films, the people that know about XPEL are the ones that want to put it on boats. The people that don't know about XPEL, they're less accepting of the idea. Yeah. So that's some of the things that we're out there trying to change. But we've already got some traction, and it's a new venture, man. And anytime you start something up, it costs you money.
Well, you ought to know. You're the man that always starts up something new and is always stirring the pot.
Well, congratulations, anyways. I mean, that's
for sure.
And if you don't adapt and you don't look at new markets, you're gonna die. Things change too quickly. You've got to change with it.
Well, something tells me that we've been along the ride with you all these years now.
For a long, long time.
And we appreciate that.
It's a different story, but one thing that I've tried not to, you can't lose the personal touch. You gotta be, I have to be here. I don't want to not be in the shop when these retail customers are coming in and out, because sit and talk to them and maybe have a drink with them and, taking them and introduce them to everybody in the shop.
By the way,
how makes us different?
How is your bourbon collection doing?
It is unbelievable.
Well, turn the camera. Let's see it.
Mm-hmm. Let me see here. How do I do that? Let me see. I'm not very good at this.
Are you on your cell phone?
There you go. There we go.
There you go. Okay. We don't care about the invoice. We want to see the... There you go.
Hold on. Mm-hmm. Wait a minute.
Oh my God! There's no room. You need more shelving.
I think you got Perry's bar beat.
Yeah,
man. And the funny thing is you got.
So let's see. I think that we're coming to see you in a couple of weeks, and I got a feeling we're going to leave there and not be able to see it all.
Well, I don't really drink this at work, as you probably already know. But what we will do is, if a customer comes in and and they oh my God.
There you are.
You may be good at film, but you're not also good at the technology end of it.
No. So they'll see something they've never tried, but it almost always sparks up a conversation.
All right. Well, let's have that conversation right now. Let's talk about. So, what is your current favorite whiskey?
Great question. If I were to pour a drink right now, it would be, I've got a bottle of Blanton's from Japan. I'm not a big fan of the I think the Blanton's from that's sold here is a little bit overrated, but the Blanton's from Japan is fantastic.
Got a little sake in it.
I don't know what it's got in it. It just tastes good. And there's also a whiskey called Pike Creek. Now, I've not found it in the stores. I had a customer bring me a couple of them. It comes out of a sherry cask. It smells wonderful, and it's a really good tasting whiskey.
So you, in other words, not only are you doing all of these coatings and wraps and that sort of thing on these cars, you're also the bourbon aficionado and the man to go to for suggestions.
Well, I could suggest a few for sure. And I tell you what, if you've ever had a really, really fine tequila, like Jose Cuervo La Familia, or there's a bottle of Patron El Alto over on my deal. That, I tell you, a good sipping tequila can, in my opinion, it might beat out a good bourbon.
Well, and you're not talking about doing shots. You're talking.
No, we're talking about doing damn
sipping,
shots.
No, sir.
I'll buy you a $10 bottle of tequila, and you can shoot it all you want.
Oh, that's what the old granddad.
Well, this Pike's Creek is. If you drink enough of it, you'll be up the creek.
You could be up the creek.
Yeah.
You could be up creek.
Yeah.
Let's see. Old Granddad. Did I hear you say that? Old Granddad?
No, he said Old Granddad.
Old Granddad.
What is Old Granddad?
I was thinking more along the lines of, some bourbon that came out the underside of a
bourbon truck.
A 1989, 1979 Oldsmobile 98 or 88 brown where the air conditioning doesn't work, hasn't worked in years. And Ezra Williams or whoever that what is that rot gut whiskey that goes underneath?
Now, if you want a rot gut whiskey, I knew a guy one time. He used to buy a half gallon of Red Rooster for $8.95.
Ooh, the Red Rooster.
Yeah,
we're bringing
that was a long time ago.
It's gone way up in price,
Wasn't
John.
Me. Was not me.
Wait a minute, it's gone way up in price.
That'll check your chicken.
And I think that what we're going to do is I'm going to score you a bottle of that very rare Red Rooster, and I'm bringing it for your collection next weekend.
Hey, there's shockingly so there's a distillery in Austin. It's called Still Austin, and the proprietor of the establishment is her name is Nancy, and they call her Nancy the Nose. And I tell you what, that's pretty good stuff.
Yeah,
it's really, really good. It's affordable and surprisingly good.
Well, here's what we're going to do.
Surprisingly good
for the social event. If you're already attending out there, bring a bottle. Bring a bottle to the shop.
Yeah, bring a nice
and donate it to the collection.
Right, to John's collection.
Yeah, there you go. Bring a bottle out.
Well,
John.
And if you make it Angel's Envy or Eagle Rare or something, if John already has it, I'll take it off your hands and I'll kind of help you out.
What are those?
I don't know.
He's kind of blew right by those.
Angel's Envy is good, and Eagle Rare is also very, very good.
I also saw you had a bottle of Weller up there on the shelf, Green Label.
I have a Green Label, I have a Black Label, and a Red Label. And I have this bottle of a Glen Rawls, which is a Scotch. This one is distilled in 1954. A customer gave it to me a few weeks back, and he said he was done drinking. He couldn't drink anymore. He'd drink a 12-pack of beer and eat some goldfish for every dinner. So he had to stop. And so that was he's purging his collection apparently, and I was
purging
the beneficiary. Yeah,
purging the liver.
Honey, I thought I was cooking some perch, but apparently I got Jennifer's goldfish.
Yeah,
he hangs out at the pet store.
They're crunchy.
Yeah, especially when they're all fried up nice.
So let me ask you this: where is this new place in Sugar Land going to be? Can you tell us?
It's right across the railroad tracks from the Sewell Audi dealership.
Oh,
just off Dairy Ashford. There's a Live Oak Grill.
Yeah, yeah. Over there?
Yep. Yeah, backs up to that.
Gotcha.
It's right in front of that.
We went there a couple of weeks ago. Took the Nug, and Amy and I went over there and had hamburgers.
When we go by.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, now let's shift gears here momentarily and talk about the car social coming up in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I'm gonna, something we didn't put on the flyer that I'm gonna put on the flyer. We need to do a Toys for Tots thing.
Okay.
And either collect for Toys or Tots or the Texas Children's Cancer Center, the kids in the Cancer Center. My sister is the fundraising director for that organization for the last 22 years, and I'm going to ask her if we can do something, and they will accept toys. So I'd like to see everybody. If you can, just bring a toy. I don't care how cheap it is. It doesn't matter. It'll make a difference.
Unwrapped toy.
New unwrapped toy it'll make a difference for somebody.
We went down to Tailpipes and Tacos last weekend, and Stan had that, and he gave away a free taco for everybody that brought an unwrapped toy, and we had the Marines there, and it was a very nice event.
Yeah.
They filled up those great big boxes.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they did.
Yeah, it was very nice.
Worked out well.
I'll tell you what we'll do something like. Well, everybody that brings an unwrapped toy will do a raffle and maybe do a free ceramic coating.
There you go.
Something like that might be kind of cool.
Sure.
Or do two things: do a ceramic window film job, and then do for somebody else do a ceramic coating. I think that would be pretty cool.
Do you having a big car club? Anybody coming next week or 2 weeks?
The Porsche Club is always invited. It is on their calendar, and so we'll see. Are
you going to have the BMW boys there too?
I'm not sure. They got a little unruly.
Oh yeah,
the BMW guy, he's kind of new Mustang guy.
I got you
a little bit.
I got you
revving the engines, downpipes, stuff like that. It's an interesting crowd for sure. But if they want, I won't turn away anybody.
So how does the BMW crowd, is it a younger crowd than the Porsche folks?
It is. It's very much a younger crowd with the new M3, M2, and M4s. And wow, those cars can be boosted and can handle a lot. I mean, handle a lot.
Wow.
So
what hours of the car social? Is it 9 to noon?
I believe it's 9 to noon. Yes.
9 to noon. And we're going to be on the air from 10 to noon that weekend. So that'll give us some time so we won't be so rushed when we get there. And, it'll be good. It'll be real good. Okay. Well, so that's on December the 7th, which is 2 weeks away, and the Gulf Coast Auto Show. What's the best way that you tell people how to get there?
Coming from Houston, take the South Sam Houston Parkway exit, and then take the first exit, and that is the airport, Belfort, immediately after you exit, and it's on the right.
Yeah. It's easy to get to.
It is easy to get to.
Yeah.
But confusing at the same time.
Well, tell Serene Dawn said hi. We'll see her in a couple of weeks.
She will be excited to see you, as will I.
Yes, and me, you. So we're all looking forward to being there. It'll be a love fest when we get there, and we'll fry up some goldfish or something.
We'll do it and have a bottle of Old Granddad.
That's it. Old Granddad.
Well, we're all old granddads now.
And we'll add the Toys for Tots thing to the postings this week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, okay. John, it's great to talk to you as always, my friend.
Thank you, boys. Take care.
We'll see you.
You do the same.
You bet.
Bye.
All right.
The InWheelTime Car Talk Show is available 24/7 on the InWheelTime app and Odyssey radio app. Just search for InWheelTime Car Talk. And podcasts available from your favorite podcast provider. We also video stream our weekly show on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com, 10 to noon every Saturday. The InWheelTime Car Talk Show continues right after this quick break. Oh, darn it.
Experience is defined by Lupe Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Lupe Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Lupe Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in West Houston. Visit any of the Lupe Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Lupe experience with queso flammeado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Lupe beef and chicken fajitas, or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Lupe Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Lupe Tortilla, he's pretty good. Is your car ready for that all-important holiday road trip? Gulf Coast Auto Shield is having another car social Saturday, December 7th, and you're invited. Bring your car, truck, or SUV and find out what it'll take to get that thing looking new again. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your one-stop shop for paint detailing, coatings, window tint, clear bras, camera installs, and wheel repair. The Car Social is your opportunity to get a tour of this state-of-the-art facility located at 11275 South Sam Houston Parkway, just south of the Southwest Freeway. Join the Car Social Saturday, December 7th, 9 to noon. Talk to other owners and see how good your car can look on the road trip to Aunt Mary's. She'll want that good-looking ride in her driveway, I promise. Put it on your calendar. The Gulf Coast Auto Shield Holiday Car Social and Road Trip Get Ready. Saturday, December 7th, 9 to noon at 11275 South Sam Houston Parkway, just south of the Southwest Freeway. The InWheelTime Car Talk Show will be there too. We'll see you then.
Hey, if you'd like to get in touch with us, shoot us an email. The address, info@inwheeltime.com.
All right.
Speaking of time now for Jeff's feature, little-known facts about popular car brands.
Yes, and here we go. It is the world's best luxury brand tend to lend one thing in common to another. They've all been around for a long time, and they have stories of their own. However, every brand-defining highlight is lesser known. So here we go. Mercedes-Benz made a 269-mile-per-hour car in 1938, Michael.
Wow.
A lot of Mercedes history during the late 30s has been obscured. However, its engineers produced some truly remarkable cars during the Verkehrswagen, that's what this is called, which set a record of 268.9 miles per hour on the German Autobahn in 1930s. The car was based on the decorated World W125 race car, and it featured a new, streamlined body for maximum slipperiness, Mike, to help set the record. Powering the car was a 5.6-liter V12 engine with twin superchargers. Isn't that great? Next one we have is a Cadillac designed called a city car. It's to rival the Mini. Cadillac is best known for its huge, opulent vehicles, I know. But in 2010, it decided to explore a different direction. Aimed at capitalizing on the emerging trend of luxury compact cars in Europe, the Cadillac urban luxury concept was around the size of a Mini. However, it featured an interior as luxurious as the brand's full-size cars. The car was powered by a 1-liter engine, which borrowed from Peugeot. The next one is, this John's going to love this. Every Jaguar chassis is brushed with emu feathers.
Oh, God.
Paint process. That's what it is.
That's what's wrong with the damn thing.
Jaguars, they choose to use emo feathers for brushes as they can statically charge and are excellent at picking up stubborn remaining pieces of dust and debris. They're also larger, and most of the natural feathers are, allowing each one to cover a wider area of the chassis. Using emu feathers is significantly more expensive than using regular feathers or synthetic materials, but it claims they do the best job for Jaguar.
So that's why they made that commercial.
And the last one we have, you didn't know this, but Mercedes motorcycles were created because of a legal mistake. Maserati. I said Mercedes. It's Maserati. Where am I going? Maserati was taken over in the early 50s and split into various smaller companies. However, thanks to a mistake during a separation of Maserati subsidiaries during the takeover, a notary republic accidentally granted the spark plug manufacturer the legal right to use the Maserati name on anything it wanted. So they made a motorcycle. They can still use it today, but they don't do it anymore because of legal reasons. So there you go. Maserati made a motorcycle.
Was it called the Maserati?
It was called a Maserati.
Okay. Yeah.
There you go.
Mr. Marrs has this week's car review 2025 Infiniti QX80.
Yes, sir.
Did I scare you there or something?
No, I was headed for.
You were daydreaming.
I was
over
headed
there.
for auto history because that's what Jeff had.
Well,
that's
all
but that's okay. That's okay. So we had the 2025 Infiniti QX80. Now this is the sensory all-wheel drive. Now it's all new for 2025. It's been 14 years since they did a major update to the QX80, so it's kind of gotten long in the tooth, but it is. So it makes it the third gen. There's actually 4 trim levels: Pure, Luxe, Sensory, and the Autograph. We are driving the Sensory, so it's not top of the line, but it's kind of up there. This is a full-size SUV. We have the captain's chairs in the second row, so it will seat 7. You can get it to where it'll seat 8. Now, this is a full-size. This is a big vehicle. You know you're into a full-size vehicle when you're driving this thing. We had the LED lighting up front, got a big grill. The hood sticks way up. You got to kind of look out over it. And to me, it kind of blocks some of the things you can see right in front of you, but it's got a camera system to help you out. Got automatic folding, heated outside mirrors. We got an Infiniti light path. You know, some of them have got puddle lamps to where it shines down.
Yep.
So you can,
Yep.
This has got a light path that comes out from underneath the side running boards. It's really cool looking. Got the roof rails. We've got a power panoramic moonroof, not a sunroof, a moonroof. And a hands-free lift gate rolling on some 22-inch aluminum wheels. Now you get inside. We got the semi-aniline leather seating surfaces. We had heated and ventilated first and second row seating. The front seats have massaging. The third row is a power folding seat. Wait a minute. Why?
They let you have this car to drive?
Well, I'm not sure they let me have it, but I got it.
You got it.
I got it.
Go ahead.
So we had the dual 14.3-inch displays across the dash. So it's a lot of stuff, a lot of information there for the driver and the passenger to see. And it's got the 9-inch lower touchscreen control panel. It's kind of down on this console.
Yeah, I like it.
And it's a touch, but it's got buttons. It has reactive touch points on it, and I really like that part of it. But it's kind of down to where it's at. I have a tendency to say I'm going to the mail to mail some stuff. I lay it down there, and then I can't see where my shifter. Anyway, it has the heads-up display, got a smart rear view mirror, got a 3D around view monitor.
Is that what you want me
to do?
I
was looking at Jeff's. I made the mistake of looking at Jeff's pictures there. So we had technology. We had the wireless chargers. We had Android, Apple, and Google in there for your use. We had the Clips Premier 24-speaker audio system, and it had the speakers in the headrest.
I saw that.
And it was really cool because when you're talking on the phone, it comes right into your ear. It's not coming out of the dash. So it makes it easier to hear whoever you're talking to, maybe not them. And in the back, inside the liftgate, it had a cargo shelf. When I opened it up to put some stuff back there, there's a shelf behind the third row that kind of makes it a little bit easier to put stuff in there that you don't necessarily want to stack. I thought that was a really nice touch. Up under the hood, 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6, 450 horsepower, 516 pound-feet of torque. No more V8s. 9-speed transmission. It will, with an automatic, it's rated to tow 8,500 pounds properly equipped. EPA says in the city you should get 16. Out on the highway, look for 19. Combined, that comes out to about 17. I got 17.4, cost of 291.1 miles I drove this vehicle. And speaking of driving, electronic air suspension, so you can adjust the ride up or down as you want to get in or get out of it. Makes it real nice. The turbo V6, it got good low-end power. Works pretty good. You get up into the upper speeds, highway speeds that you just normally wouldn't be driving. It's starts breathing a little hard, but it's good. But it is a big vehicle around town, and when you're parking it. Base model price, $82,450.
Oh, my gosh.
Base trim price, $100,645. MSRP is tested $107,215 with a $2,000 destination charge. I thought was kind of strange. Lincoln Navigator, if you're looking for something there. Let me hold that one for a minute. Jeep Grand Cherokee Wagoneer, Jeep Grand Wagoneer, $84,945 start. Cadillac Escalade, $87,595. Jeff, there's you one.
I'm in.
But Lincoln Navigator, same type, big luxury vehicle, starts base $99,950. So if you're looking for one of these big vehicles, this is one that's really nice and got plenty of power, and you really ought to look at it if you're up there in that category.
Thank you, sir. Today's In-Wheel-Time Car Talk Show is sponsored by Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex, Gulf Coast Auto Shield, and Pro-Am Auto Accessories. We continue right after this quick break. Stay with us.
The holidays are upon us, and Pro-Am Auto Accessories is your local one-stop for the auto enthusiast on your gift list. Pro-Am Auto has been serving Houston since 1984, providing world-class products for sports cars, European sedans, and American muscle. Pro-Am was one of the very first distributors in the U.S. for brands such as Recaro, Redline, Momo, Corbo, and Simpson. Located in the heart of Houston's premier shopping corridor, the Galleria area, Pro-Am's walk-in storefront includes an 8,000-square-foot warehouse and showroom with installation and service bays. Pro-Am reaches a worldwide audience through ProAmAuto.com, taking its local reputation to the rest of the world. Holiday gift giving is alive and well at Pro-Am Auto. If you don't see what you're looking for on the website, call and Pro-Am will lend you a hand. Pro-Am Auto, 6125 Richmond at Green Ridge and Houston's Galleria area. Call them at 713-781-7755.
Hey, Houston, it's back! America's greatest hot rod tradition is Thanksgiving weekend. The O'Reilly Auto Parts Autorama at the George R. Brown Convention Center. 4 days of hot rods, customs, trucks, and muscle cars. Don't miss the Evel Knievel Tribute, the Megamorph Transforming Robot Car, Lowrider Showcase. Meet Catherine Bach from Dukes of Hazzard, hip-hop legend Flava Flav, Farm Truck and Asian from Street Outlaws. Autorama! Thanksgiving weekend. Discount tickets at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Part of the Summer Racing Equipment Show Car Series. See Autorama.com for more info.
That's it for this podcast episode of the InWheelTime Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.